Hey guys, welcome to the Tantric Aspirant. So I'm super excited to share with you that I was invited by Advaitananda to participate on his podcast called Continuous Transformation. I will leave the link below. Advaitananda is an educated scientist with a master degree in nuclear physics and an advanced spiritual practitioner that has been practicing and studying and teaching Tantra, yoga, and meditation for the last 30 years. So he's one of the authors of the Tantra yoga course that I practice and study, and a man that I admire very much. Among many qualities that I could describe, for me, the one that touches my heart the most regarding Advaitananda is his capacity to be an embodiment of everything he is teaching. He doesn't claim to be perfect, but he is an impeccable example of what it means to be an aspirant on a path of continuous transformation towards perfection. He is also the founder of the Institute for Quantum Transformation, and I will leave the link below because I totally recommend you to take a look. It has programs like the Eye of the Storm. It's a 21 days program that starts very soon. I totally recommend you to check it out. I was invited to his podcast to make this episode about the skills of the future. This is a topic that I'm very passionate about, so I always have this question because I grew up thinking that I had to plan everything ahead. I had to know very clearly what were the skills I had to develop in order to be successful in life. And I had kind of a map with all the small steps I thought that were the things, the external skills that I had to develop and very specialized and so on. And with this pandemic, let's call it, I kind of figured out that the future is so uncertain. I mean, we would like to think that we are in control and that we can plan everything ahead. But in reality, it's not like that. We also hear more and more about transhumanism and this artificial intelligence that starts to be more and more present in our lives. And so it also raised the question. I mean, many of the skills that we were studying and, believing that would be an asset, now there are things that can be completely outdated and replaced even by machines, for example. So in 5-10 years, maybe certain type of jobs and skills will not even make sense to be done by humans. So it also raised the question, okay, then where does it lie the human value? I mean, what kind of skills do we have to develop within ourselves to be able to match this advancement of technology, not to match as a competition, but to complement it. So to make sure that together we go in a positive direction. So considering my passion about this topic, we made this episode on his Continuous Transformation podcast. You can check it out on YouTube, Spotify, and I invite you very much to check out this podcast episode that I did with him, and also to leave below your comments because we barely touched the surface of the topic. I think we might do a second one. So if you're interested in it, please leave us more questions or more angles or perspectives you would like to see in this conversation, and I hope you enjoy it. For me, it was amazing to do this podcast. I'm super grateful and happy that I was invited. In all the episodes, Advaitananda is adding a very meaningful message and debating all kind of topics, you will see, that are so interesting and also so needed in times like this. I will leave all the links below, and I see you tomorrow.